Welcome back to Epic Discoveries, where we discover the places around the globe. From the thick smog that chokes our cities to the plastic waste that clogs our oceans, it's easy to feel like we're fighting a losing battle. We hear so much about pollution, climate change, and the general destruction of our planet. It can feel overwhelming, right? But don't despair. There are incredible efforts being made to turn the tide. Around the world, people are coming together to clean up beaches, plant trees, and develop innovative solutions. Some countries are really stepping up with groundbreaking policies and initiatives that prioritize sustainability. And that's what this series is all about. We're here to celebrate the success stories and inspire others. Get ready for some serious wanderlust because these countries are not just environmentally conscious, they're also breathtakingly beautiful. So, buckle up, grab your reusable water bottle, and let's embark on a journey to discover the countries leading the charge towards a greener, cleaner future. Before we jump in, I really would appreciate if you give thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. That would help in a big way. Thank you. Kicking off our list at number 1 is, perhaps unsurprisingly, Switzerland. This landlocked nation is practically synonymous with pristine landscapes. I mean, have you seen pictures of the Swiss Alps? They're like something straight out of a fairy tale, with snow-capped peaks reflected in crystal-clear lakes. But Switzerland's commitment to cleanliness goes way beyond just pretty scenery. They take their waste management very seriously. Like, really seriously. We're talking state-of-the-art recycling programs, composting initiatives, and a general aversion to littering that borders on the superhuman. And if you think their mountains are impressive, wait till you hear about their energy policies. Switzerland is a global leader in renewable energy, particularly hydropower. Those majestic mountains aren't just for show people. They're also a source of clean, sustainable energy. So, if you're looking for a country that embodies both natural beauty and environmental responsibility, look no further than Switzerland. Just try not to get too distracted by the chocolate and cheese, okay? Coming in at number 2 on our list of the cleanest countries in the world is a nation that's practically synonymous with environmentalism: Sweden. These Scandinavian superstars are known for their progressive policies, their love of nature, and of course, their impressive recycling habits. Seriously, they're like the recycling royalty of the world. You might even say they've turned recycling into an art form. They've got color-coded bins for everything, from plastic and paper to food, waste, and even those weird little bits of packaging you never know what to do with. And the best part? They actually recycle almost all of it. Less than 1% of Sweden's household waste ends up in landfills. Finland, a country that's basically a love letter to Mother Nature. Finland, you see, is known for a lot of things. Saunas, heavy metal, a certain red-suited jolly fellow who may or may not exist. But most importantly, Finland is known for its pristine, natural environment. We're talking about over 180,000 lakes, most of which are so clean you could practically drink from them. Okay, maybe don't actually drink from them, there are probably regulations. But the point is, the water is ridiculously clean. And it's not just the lakes. Finland has some of the cleanest tap water in the world, which, let's be honest, is a pretty big flex. Number 4. Denmark. We're setting sail for Denmark, a nation that's about as flat as a pancake, but just as delightful. Denmark, you see, is like the poster child for renewable energy. They've got these giant wind turbines scattered across their countryside and coastlines, harnessing the power of the wind to generate electricity like it's nobody's business. And it's working. Denmark is actually on track to get 100% of its electricity from renewable sources by 2050. That's right, 100%. They're basically showing the rest of the world how it's done, proving that a clean energy future is within reach. But Denmark's commitment to sustainability doesn't stop there. They're also big on cycling, which is great for the environment and for those sweet, sweet calf muscles. Copenhagen, Denmark's capital, is often hailed as the most bike-friendly city in the world. Norway. The land of majestic fjords, breathtaking mountains, and, you guessed it, some of the cleanest air on the planet. Norway is basically nature's playground. Like, imagine a country where towering mountains plunge into crystal-clear fjords, where lush forests stretch as far as the eye can see, and where the air is so clean you can practically taste the freshness. That's Norway, my friends. But Norway's commitment to cleanliness isn't just about preserving its natural beauty. It's also about embracing innovation and sustainable practices. Take their electric vehicle adoption, for example. Norway is basically leading the charge when it comes to electric cars. They've got generous incentives for electric vehicle owners, a rapidly expanding charging infrastructure, and a population that's eager to embrace cleaner transportation options. So, we're heading into the top 5, and things are getting seriously clean, like wear a lab coat and never touch dirt clean. And who better to represent this pristine echelon than Iceland? This Nordic nation, known for its dramatic landscapes of volcanoes and glaciers, is also a champion of environmental responsibility. But Iceland's commitment to cleanliness isn't just about aesthetics, it's about survival. See, with limited natural resources, Icelanders learned early on that taking care of their environment wasn't optional, it was essential. It's like that one friend who keeps their room spotless because they know if they don't, it'll descend into chaos. And speaking of essential, let's talk geothermal energy. Iceland is practically powered by volcanoes, which, let's be honest, is the coolest sentence ever uttered. They've harnessed the power of their geothermal resources to provide heat and electricity for a large portion of their population. It's like they're living in a real-life science fiction novel, except instead of dystopian futures, they've got clean energy and breathtaking scenery. From the land of fire and ice, we journey to the land of the long white cloud, New Zealand. This island nation, known for its stunning landscapes and adventurous spirit, is also a shining example of environmental stewardship. And let me tell you, New Zealand's commitment to cleanliness runs deep. It's like that friend who doesn't just tidy up before guests arrive, they're constantly organizing, cleaning, and improving their space. It's a way of life, a source of pride, and honestly, a little bit inspiring. One of the things that sets New Zealand apart is its dedication to conservation. They've established numerous national parks and protected areas, safeguarding their unique flora and fauna for generations to come. It's like they're saying, this incredible natural heritage? Yeah, we're holding on to this. And it's not just about preserving what they have. New Zealand is actively working to restore damaged ecosystems and protect endangered species. They've even got this ambitious goal of becoming predator-free by 2050, which is about as ambitious as it gets. Okay, we're heading to Canada now, a country so synonymous with vast wilderness that it's practically a national brand. But here's the thing about Canada. It's not just about having a lot of nature, it's about respecting and protecting it. And that, my friends, is where the cleanliness factor comes in. Because in Canada, protecting the environment isn't just a political stance, it's a way of life. It's ingrained in their culture, their values, and even their national identity. It's like saying, yeah, we've got a lot of space, but that doesn't mean we can just trash it. And speaking of space, let's talk about Canada's cities. You might think that with all that wilderness, Canadian cities would be a free-for-all of pollution and grime. But you'd be wrong. Canadian cities are consistently ranked among the cleanest in the world. It's like they've figured out this magical formula for urban planning that involves green spaces, efficient public transportation, and a general respect for the environment. And the best part is, it seems to be working. So, we've all heard the stereotype about Japan being super clean, right? It's one of those things that people often mention when talking about the country, almost like a badge of honor. Like, people joke about how you can eat off the streets in Japan. And while that might be a bit of an exaggeration, it does paint a picture of just how immaculate the public spaces are. And, okay, maybe let's not test that theory with like a full-on 5-course meal. But you get the idea. The cleanliness is noticeable and impressive. But seriously, folks, Japan's dedication to cleanliness, it's not a joke. It's a way of life, a deeply rooted cultural norm that everyone adheres to. It's deeply ingrained in their culture, and it shows. From the bustling cities to the serene countryside, the commitment to keeping things clean is evident everywhere. One of the first things you'll notice in Japan is the lack of public trash cans. It's almost like a scavenger hunt trying to find one. I know, sounds counterintuitive, right? But hear me out. This system actually encourages people to be more mindful of their waste. The idea is that you're responsible for your own trash, so you carry it with you until you find a place to dispose of it properly. This means less littering and more personal accountability. And when they say properly, they mean properly. The Japanese take waste sorting to a whole new level. We're talking intricate sorting systems with separate bins for burnable trash, non-burnable trash, recyclable plastic, PET bottles, glass bottles. You name it, they've got a bin for it. It's a system that requires everyone to be diligent and precise, ensuring that waste is disposed of in the most efficient and environmentally friendly way possible. And don't even get me started on the precision involved in folding your milk cartons. It's practically an art form. The attention to detail is astounding. Each carton is meticulously cleaned, dried, and folded before being placed in the appropriate recycling bin. This meticulous approach to waste management means Japan recycles a significantly higher percentage of its waste compared to many other developed nations. It's a testament to their commitment to sustainability. But it's not just about the trash, you know? It's about a broader mindset. It's about a mindset, a collective sense of responsibility for keeping shared spaces clean and tidy. Community cleanup events are common, and everyone pitches in, from young children to the elderly. Even school children are taught the importance of cleanliness from a young age. They participate in cleaning activities at school, learning to take pride in their environment. This sense of responsibility extends to the home as well. Families work together to keep their living spaces clean and organized, reinforcing these values in daily life. Whether it's a bustling city street or a tranquil garden, the dedication to cleanliness and order is a defining characteristic of Japanese culture. It's a beautiful example of how collective effort and respect for the environment can create a harmonious living space for everyone. All right, let's talk Germany, the land of beer, bratwurst, and, surprisingly, some of the most progressive environmental policies on the planet. Germany is a country that seamlessly blends tradition with innovation, creating a unique cultural and technological landscape. And no, I'm not just talking about their impressive recycling rates, although those are definitely worth mentioning. Germans take recycling very seriously, with color-coded bins for different types of waste, making it easy for everyone to do their part. Germany has been at the forefront of the renewable energy revolution, investing heavily in solar, wind, and other clean energy sources. This commitment to sustainability is evident in the widespread use of solar panels on rooftops and the numerous wind farms dotting the countryside. They've even set ambitious goals to transition to 100% renewable energy in the coming decades. This forward-thinking approach is not just about reducing carbon emissions, but also about creating a sustainable future for generations to come. Now, that's what I call forward thinking. Germany's cities are also embracing green architecture, with eco-friendly buildings that incorporate energy-efficient designs and materials. And while we're on the topic of transportation, we can't forget about the Autobahn, those legendary German highways with no speed limits. The Autobahn is not just a road. It's a symbol of German engineering and efficiency. Now, I know what you're thinking. Highways with no speed limits? That doesn't sound very environmentally friendly. The idea of unrestricted speed can seem at odds with environmental consciousness. And you're not entirely wrong. The Autobahn does contribute to traffic congestion and pollution, especially in urban areas where the volume of vehicles is high. But here's the thing. Germany has implemented a bunch of measures to mitigate the environmental impact of their beloved Autobahn. These include promoting fuel-efficient vehicles, creating carpooling lanes, and expanding the network of electric vehicle charging stations. We're talking fuel-efficient vehicles, carpooling initiatives, and investments in public transportation. Public transport in Germany is highly efficient, with extensive networks of buses, trams, and trains that make it easy to get around without a car. Plus, let's be real, there's something undeniably satisfying about putting the pedal to the metal on a stretch of open road. Am I right? The thrill of driving on the Autobahn is an experience that many car enthusiasts dream of, combining speed with the beauty of the German landscape. Our whirlwind tour of the top 10 cleanest countries in the world. From Switzerland's pristine lakes to Germany's renewable energy revolution, we've explored some truly inspiring examples of environmental stewardship. These countries are proving that it's possible to live in harmony with nature, to build thriving societies without sacrificing the health of our planet. And that's a message we all need to hear, right? Thanks for joining me on this journey. It's been a blast. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And be sure to let me know in the comments below which country you think should have made the list, or maybe even which country you'd add to your own personal top 10. Until next time, safe travels.